Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Champion Talk. This is your co-host.
Hold up, maniac.
And you might know this man from being a co-host, but he's not a co-host today. He's here. Your name is bkmajesty, but today we have your name as
Egg Pierre.
Okay, that's what's up. And today we're talking about taxes. Y'all hear that? Taxes.
Ching ching. Money.
You give money out to get money in.
Well, if you ain't working, you ain't getting shit. Just saying. For the people working.
Yeah, okay.
Money for the government. Money for the government.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, go ahead, man.
Well, thanks for having me today on today's show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, tell us how you got started in taxes. Hold on, wait, before we do that. What did you want to be when you grew up? Because I know you was like, oh, Mom, I want to do taxes. I know you didn't do that. So tell me, what did you want to be?
So, I wanted to be a NFL player, football. That was my first passion, sports. Like a lot of young men.
Was you good in football?
Yeah, I was good. I'm a legend.
What you play?
High school legend. I played cornerback and wide receiver, but I'm known as a corner. Defensive back.
Defensive back?
Yeah.
You went to school where?
Yeah, so in college, I went to school in Cali, City College in San Francisco. Then after that, I finished up my college career in Springfield, Mass. At American International College.
This was okay, come on, get clap for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so,
I didn't know all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. So then after my college career, had to enter the working world. So I had my first job in corporate America. Worked there for a couple of years. After
What's your first job? Was corporate America? What did you do?
I was an account executive.
Okay.
So I worked for a telecommunication company, and I basically handled people accounts. Anytime they had any concerns or issues,
Okay.
I was their main point of contact.
So they yelled at you?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, they yelled at you. That's what it means.
You can say that.
It's a good fancy name.
But they wasn't really yelling. I take care of my business, so.
Good. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So how did you fall into this?
So I knew that I always wanted to own and operate my business.
Your own business.
My own business.
Okay.
So I just knew I had to learn taxes.
Y'all see that? Another black man trying to do their own business. Come on, clap for that. Clap for that.
We need more of that. We need more of that.
We need more people alone just open up their own businesses. Mm-hmm. That's true. But all right, man.
Yeah. So I wanted to open up my own business. So I knew I had to learn how taxes work. So that's what got me into it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you wasn't, as a kid, like, oh shit, I want to be a thing. You said, I want to be a football player. Oh shit, crapped out. I'm going to be a tax person.
So when I started doing the taxes, when I took the course, I didn't know I was going to have my own business and really I just wanted to do it for personal,
Gotcha.
but I ended up liking what I did.
Right, so it was like easy
So,
for you?
yeah, it came to me naturally and I enjoyed it. You have to do what you're passionate about.
Yo,
So
true.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. And then on top of that, after preparing people taxes, I see how when it comes to taxes, they're so stressful and things like that. So that's where I started my own business, because I was like, hey, this is something that I can make easier for people.
Now, this is your first business that you ever started?
No, this is not my first business. I had a couple of small business that wasn't as successful as this business.
So you had some business ventures, or you had business, like you opened a storefront and?
No, I didn't open up actually storefront, but I had spaces in like in venues, sort of like pop-up shops, stuff like that, where I was trying to. That's where I did my business. I had like a fashion business for women's jewelry. So I was selling women's jewelry at one point.
Women love jewelry.
Yeah, I was selling women's jewelry. That was like one of my first entrepreneur.
Where you from?
I'm originally from New York, Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan.
All right. What's the illest?
Ellis is Brooklyn.
Yeah, I just want to see what you're gonna say. That's what's up. That's what's up.
BK is for Ellis.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. New York, New York. No one care. By the way, I have a question. It's all about Florida, people.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not. So, open up your own businesses. What can you tell people? Like, what was the challenging discipline you have? Mostly, you have to discipline yourself to own your own business. Any young black man right now that's listening or following this, what can you tell them about? Okay, this is the way, and this is what I went through to open up my own business.
Mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. Just learn from your mistakes. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Just just don't let that break you. You know, when you make mistakes, you're gonna grow from them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what's up. So so you like doing taxes? Are you into politics? Politics and taxes to me are the same.
So I wasn't into politics until I started doing taxes.
All right. So you are in politics now.
Yeah, because in order to do taxes, you have to understand the tax laws.
All right. So I gotta ask this question before we go further. Republican or Democrat? You don't gotta answer if you don't want to. You can just say opt out.
No, I'm a Democrat.
All right. Okay. All right.
I'm a Democrat.
All right.
My tax bracket is.
All right. You can ask this tax bracket. We just said. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what's up. So okay. So you came to school out here from New York.
Yeah.
How was the transition from you to come from? Well, you already went to the school in California. So after California, you went to Springfield.
Yeah.
So how did you wind up in Brockton, Mass?
So my daughter is from my mother's child's from Brockton.
So I want to ask the question: how far can people go back from their taxes?
How far people can go back to file their taxes?
Yes.
3 years.
3
You have
years.
3 years to file your taxes.
3 years. So
Yeah.
about 3 years. Okay.
And if you're supposed to get a refund before that, they won't give it to you. So you're supposed to, so it's 2020 taxes. So if I try to file 2016 and I'm supposed to get a refund, they won't give it to you.
It's 2017.
Yeah.
And they charge a fee because now you're fucking late.
No, they don't charge. They charge a fee if you owe them money.
Okay.
So if you file your taxes you owe,
Yeah.
they're gonna charge you penalties.
Because I'm a profit share. All right.
But if you file taxes and you file past the deadline, which is April 15th, and you're supposed to get a refund, there's no penalty.
Yo, look, I want to ask you this too. What kind of phone do you have?
Apple.
Apple. Okay. Now, when you give people information and everything, you don't. So people can actually go on the Apple iPhone, whatever. Apple iPhone. What's the other one? Android.
Yeah.
The phone they have,
Mhm.
and they could.
Any smartphone. If
They
you
can
have-
punch up your business.
Yeah, you punch up the business, right? Payless tax service.
No, you gotta walk me through it.
I'm gonna
And
walk-
I'm gonna do it right here. I know y'all can't see it, but our cameraman isn't in today. But listen, I know y'all can't see it. But listen, right? Hold on now.
Yeah, like you can't.
I'm gonna see how easy it is. Hold
You
on.
can't even say you got backup.
Okay, just commentary we don't need. Yo, listen. So tell me what I need to do right now.
So go to paylesstaxservices.net.
Pay less tax services.
.net. Yeah, you could just Google it if you can't find
Right
it. It
here.
should come up.
Is this it?
No, that's you. That's not the site.
Okay. .net.
Yeah,
This is it.
it's not all together. You in Google.
I'm already in.
You gotta go right here.
Okay, let's think it's already in. So let's just go ahead. Okay.
Alright, so you go to paylesstaxservices.net, right?
Hold on. What type of phone is this?
It's a little 10 plus.
Okay, so Android.
So now you select Get Started. You select Get Started,
Mhm.
and then you register below. You put your name, your first name,
Wow.
your last name, and your email.
All right.
And then once you enter your first name, your last name, and email,
How long does the whole process take? Just tell us.
it's simple. Like to register,
Yo, we
get
just-
started, it's simple. You can do all of this.
So in other words, someone could be laying home with their boo-boo or their babe and they just chilling and they'd be like, hold on baby, before we watch this movie, let me do my taxes.
Mhm.
And it's just all the intros to the movies and shit and they can, woo.
Yep.
Y'all just hear that, right? That's what y'all should do.
Create your secure online account.
Hey, Brett,
I like to educate my clients.
So it's no scams, it's just doing.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's no scams. My office is registered with the IRS.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you can't scam the IRS. You don't want to play no games. So.
Mhm.
Definitely.
So I'm not a ghost preparer, but sometimes we have ghost preparers. People go to them and they don't put their name on the paper. They prepare their return, they submit it to the IRS, and then they get paid, and then they're gone, and then you're stuck with a mess. And sometimes those preparers aren't even qualified preparers. If you get in your taxes done, make sure your preparer is registered with the IRS and has a PTIN. Ask them.
Okay.
If they don't.
So when they sit in that room, you make sure they have that.
Yeah, ask them, so then you know they're qualified and you're not getting scammed.
Gotcha.
Now, on another note now, if you have a business, right, and you take Uber rides, the cost of the Uber is a deduction, all right?
So if you caught a ride to work, okay, so let's
You're
say.
self-employed.
Yeah, so if I'm self-employed and I caught a ride to work
Yeah,
every day,
yes.
so just because I'm self-employed, if I catch a ride to work, that's a tax deduction?
Yeah, it's an expense.
Yeah.
It's an expense.
So suppose I own my own car.
Let's just say your car is in the shop.
It's just if you, say if your car's in the shop.
And you
have to
take
catch
an Uber from home to here.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, so not if I brought a car and I'm driving to work every day, that's not a expense.
No, if you bought a car and you're driving to work every day, your business miles, you're self-employed, you're a business owner.
Yeah.
So all of that is deductible.
Oh, shit. Somebody's getting fired.
All of that is deductible.
Someone's getting fired.
Yeah. Anything? Done. Yeah, so that's why it's always good to talk to other accountants, other professionals, to get information, to know, if to check what the work that your tax preparer is doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, one thing, I don't know, what is the term? So, with your business, do you, how you say this? When you get audit, right? Do you have some type of insurance policy? Like, let's just say payless service. When they file your tax, it's a guarantee you ain't getting audit, or unless somebody gives you fucked up information. But
Yeah, so it's not a guarantee that you're not gonna get audited. My business, we do have audit protection. So if you do get audited, we're gonna assist and answer to the IRS.
That's what I was
for you.
thinking. Okay.
So we won't just leave you out there and say, hey, you did your taxes, you're on your own.
Well, there's another question I know a lot of people is asking. With the whole COVID-19, the pandemic, there's some people that have pandemic unemployment or regular unemployment, how that works.
Get an unemployment, you have to ask them to withhold some of their income for taxes. Because that unemployment is taxable income.
That's what I was talking about.
All right? So, and then you should also put money to the side, because sometimes they usually withhold 10%, but sometimes that's not enough. All right? And then on top of that, the $600 that everyone was receiving weekly, the benefits, that's taxable as well.
If I did a show, I made $100,000. How much of that would I be subjected to give to the IRS?
Usually I would say...
Like what should they put to the side?
To the side, you should put about...
And I'm not talking about if they have one of those dudes that be like, nah, just give me 5%, I'll put that shit, you know what I mean? I'm talking about like the real shit, like
to be honest, to be a safe bet, they should put 40%.
alright.
40%.
So if you made, because that much money, you're in a whole different tax bracket, we all know
Yeah,
that.
you're in a whole different tax bracket, and so if most entertainers are independent. So if you're independent and you're doing everything on your own, so you gotta remember, you gotta pay the federal tax, you gotta pay the state tax, and because you're independent, you gotta pay Social Security tax, and Medicare tax.
Gotcha.
So those are 4 taxes, so you gotta put money away for that. That's why a lot of entertainers, they don't understand taxes when they get into the business. So they come into the business, they get a whole bunch of money, and they go, I'm buying the chain, I'm buying the car, I'm buying the house, I'm buying my mother this. I'm about taxes now.
Yes.
Now they say, now they got a large tax bill with the IRS because they didn't understand. So now they're gonna work harder. I need more shows just to pay off this tax bill.
Yeah.
And then when they finally get caught up and they understand how it works
Then they
and they're
understand
smarter,
what they-
now, you know,
Gotcha.
you know,
Then they fall in line.
yeah, then
Right.
they start, you know.